Okay. I know this is a very sudden video and my this is a very sudden thing for me to post and stuff, and I know this is not my usual thing that I usually do. I want to address something. Um just coming from as a VTuber and everything, myself and everything. And I know I'm a very small creator and I don't expect this to like get any traction or anything. I only mainly want to post this because I want to give a response, and plus I don't have a better way of doing said response about this. I'm just gonna pull off the band-aid, and this is gonna be completely unedited and everything. But well, as we all know, like last week on I believe the 5th. Yes, the 5th of February of this year. Um we lost a wonderful VTuber because she got terminated from a company. That company is Niji Sanji specifically, specifically in the English branch, and that lovely streamer was Selen Tatsuki. And I've been keeping up with it over the past week basically. Um I've made my case very clear when that announcement was dropped and everything. I was awake when this happened, when they announced it on Twitter. I refuse to call it X and everything because it's still Twitter, still the same. But I will say this though. After watching and I will say here as well, no harassment towards any of the EN livers as well, especially who got involved with making this video and everything. Um cuz I love watching their stuff. I I would personally, I just wish they didn't get involved, if anything. I would like to think, I will say that I give it, I'd like to take it with a grain of salt at least. Um, that they didn't want to get involved at all. I personally still think that management had something to do with influencing them to address all of this publicly and everything. You guys really could have just stayed silent. You really could have. The worst that didn't want, the worst outcome that could have happened, honestly, I should say, is you painting a target on your backs. You don't need to put yourself out there just for the sake of the company. If there's other reasons, please help me understand with that. Again, I'm only just a small indie VTuber and everything. I just do my own thing and stuff. I have nothing against corporate VTubers. Again, I used to love watching a lot of Niji Sanji content, specifically from EN Branch. When Luxium first debuted and everything, I started divulging into other group into the other gens like Lazulite, Obsidia, etc. Like I hell, I aspired I aspired so much from them, to be honest. I looked up to a lot of the livers and everything. And I don't speak ill intent against any one of them, if anything. I'm assuming they're all wonderful people, if anything. Um but the management with Niji, what you're doing with your livers is not right, honestly. It really isn't, because you should be the ones to deal with the situation and not have to involve your own employees, your livers, to be basically your meat shields for this. All we want is change with management after what Selene has mentioned about the sorry, Doki. Um also Doki Bird is a very very great VTuber. I'd say go watch her. She deserves all the love and support. Honestly, she really does. But Niji, I doubt this video is gonna be even making it there. But this is more of a rant. But all we wish as a collective audience who watches Niji Sanji, we just want change in management. That you actually will care about your livers. You almost lost a liver before termination, obviously, because she almost fucking offed herself. Like, I'm sorry. You didn't care, and not only that, you silenced her for a month. You never let her say anything. Any person that was a personal friend of hers was concerned for her health and was concerned where she was. You were not give you didn't give anything to her, or correction, you didn't give anything to them regarding about, oh, she's doing okay or anything. She'll be back soon and stuff. No. If anything, from what I've heard and what I've seen from videos and stuff, because I've done my research and everything, and correct me if I'm wrong, you locked her out of her own social media accounts, so she could not get in touch with anyone. You basically isolated her. That's not okay, especially what she went through last December. And again, to mention as well, the potential subject for disclaimer for this purpose, the mention that she mentioned about how there was bullying within the behind the scenes and everything. Like, again, I don't want people to go randomly find these people and try to single out which one of them is the bully. Not okay. I don't endorse bullying or anything of any kind in any negative sort of manner, because that's not okay. That's not us. We can do better than that. This ain't high school. This is real life, honestly. Um but again, with the whole address of with what they did in Selen's termination letter and everything, and claiming that there was basically no mismanagement, no favoritism, no bullying whatsoever, and everything, is not the best way to go about it. It's not. And I have watched the recent video stream that involved 3 VTubers, and I apologize for name dropping because you did get yourself involved, at least, because one of them did comply because she was willing to actually post it on her channel to address stuff. But we're talking about Alira Pandora, Vox Akuma, and Ike Eveland. And I love those 3. I do. I don't hate. I can't bring myself to hate them. Or all I can feel is pure disappointment that I wish that they didn't get involved, to be honest. I really wish that they couldn't or didn't, because they didn't really need to be involved or roped into any of this bullshit. They didn't really. I will take their words into with a grain of salt. I'm not saying that I don't believe them, but at the same time, the documents that were shared and everything, to basic to them, that document was meant to be private between Doki, her basically her attorneys, and the company, basically. It was only supposed to be meant for just basically whoever was there, not meant for basically every other employee to know, or every live, or correction, sorry. But again, all I can do is take it at face value and a grain of salt with everything. and to also reacting to the video that I watched regarding about the CEO of Niji Sanji, or any color basically. Um to the CEO and everything. I just want change. I just want change within the company. I want it to be actually good, that it can be actually noticeable. You say you claim and that you hired wonderful people for the English branch, like wonderful management. Prove it to us. Prove it to us as an audience who watches you that there's going to be change, that this won't ever happen again. Because if anything, this entire situation is is the same, but on a bigger scale. You did this is exact same BS as what Zion Lanza did like a year ago. The fact that you do this again and involving livers as well, but and making this on a bigger scale than it needs to be, you're only addressing certain things because you realized how much damage it has done and everything. And I can understand in a corporate sense, but at the same time, you just want to save face. I do not trust anything that you say whatsoever to the CEO himself. I do not trust anything that he says because I I can't take whatever words he says at face value. Anything he said just feels false. It's only going to repeat itself again. I'm sure of it. I'm sorry that this is a random video that I decided to randomly say. I have wrote no script or anything. I just wanted to get it off my chest because I've been thinking about it for a while, for a week, about addressing this because it's not I don't want to get involved, but I just want to say this as a humble viewer who watches Niji Sanji in the past. I just I wish the best for all the livers and everything. That I hope that you take care of yourself. I don't want you to get in more involved than you need to be. Like I don't want you I don't want to see a downfall on any one of them. I do. I sorry, correction. I don't. I don't know how to word. Um I don't want to see anything bad happen to them because they all deserve they all deserve the best and everything. They've worked so hard to where they've gotten to, and I just I just hope for change within the company. That's all I wish.